Yeah. Well, hold on.
Does
Sorry,
Zach still
guys.
play this game?
Theoretically, I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, okay.
Is he dead?
Sorry, everybody, if you're hanging out in chat. Yeah. So I
This
forgot to
is
pop it
the
out. So I gotta pop it out. Pop and
Uh,
unlock it.
Pop it out.
That
Pop it
sounds
out.
no. That sounds like something that's against the Twitch terms of service.
I didn't say whip.
I think that gets you demonetized.
Yeah. So fun fact that I probably shouldn't talk about on stream. I did show my feet on stream the other day, and then
Oh,
I had
you
to,
fucking
and then I
pervert.
had, yeah, right, and then I had to go Google. I was like, Twitch terms of service feet, Twitch terms of service showing feet, and then like inevitably I ended up in Quora. Like, can I show my feet on Twitch? And it's very interesting. There's a lot of rules about feet because here's the thing. Think about it. Are you gonna do you really think someone's sitting there like, okay, so what we have to do, we have to tell every streamer put shoes on before they get on, like, it's never gonna happen, right? So it's like,
mhm.
technically speaking, feet are fine on stream, but if you point them out, if you make a
Yeah.
thing of them, specifically a sexual
if
thing.
they're the star of your show.
Exactly, right? And then I had to, like, okay, it's like, well, what constitutes like one foot slip, multiple feet slips, right? Allegedly. Okay, I'm still fighting with things. So do we want to do the recap and then we'll do our ad afterwards? Is that cool? I don't know if
Sure.
I don't know if anybody summoned up
I
the
can
courage.
I can run through just the stuff that we have in our internals.
Okay.
So having finished basically having finished the like the first session's worth of like here's our yeses, here's our nos, we started to go through and fill out the periods a little bit, fill out the epochs. So we thought we were alone until the gate appeared, and inside of that we have the gate appears and ZYDO Institute founded to go through the space hole. And then the second epoch is like the epoch of space travel, essentially, which is just like basically where we've sort of dumped all of the early exploration of space, like magic being discovered, space drives being built, uh, ZYDO Institute doing stuff, moon shit getting built, ships going through the gate not coming back, and the guilds in their sort of current incarnation taking shape.
Mm-hmm.
There is this War of the All Dragon thing.
Oh yeah, I
where
forgot about that.
Wiggles, their big space dragons show up. Interstellar highways are being built. Observe migrations from beyond the gate, which I think is going to be the next thing that we're queued up to try and flesh out a little more.
Yo, Squid, thank you. Sorry,
An age
Squid just,
of the gate expanding, and then the final event is the destruction of the universe. So
yeah.
that we've got that to look forward to.
Which, in fairness, like that's the whole thing about the game, right? Like you start to the beginning and go to the end, and then you can snap around all you want.
Yeah. So we've ended on the most final note, which is or at the very least, a radical transformation of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Indeed.
Sorry, still fighting with things. Now somebody
All
else
good.
say something interesting.
Also, go ahead.
But we did a scene where we talked about the discovery of magic, which was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Our first attempt at doing a scene in Microscope.
That was a very good time. Magic was
Yeah.
discovered in a coffee shop.
Yes.
The source of magic was discovered in a coffee shop.
Mhm.
An important magical discovery was made in a coffee shop via plagiarism, also, which was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
The plans were stolen.
Plans were stolen. The earliest discovery was lifted by an overworked ZYDO employee from a boisterous coffee shop conversation.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you stole it. You know what you did.
I think that was
I
part of
didn't steal
the
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Some stealing occurred. Let's not delve too deep into the particulars.
Ooh. Ooh, let's not get all wrapped up in ooh, stole from ooh.
An Amsterdam coffee shop? I wish. I don't know that our world has like a name yet. It's just like a weird water world that's still covered in Starbucks.
There are still 2 me's,
Well,
and I don't know if that's
there's
entirely necessary.
Star Friends Coffee.
Star Friends Coffee.
Or Star Friends.
Star Friends. But if Starbucks wants to sponsor us,
I would take a Frappuccino, please.
right?
I like those.
Hi, Ethan.
Right.
Danlaw said hi.
Hi, Denma.
He says hi,
Hi,
Danlaw.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, cool. So what are we on to next? Where did we end? Whose turn was it? Or is it?
I believe. Hold on, I think I wrote it at the top. Next time, Dave, seen, observed migration, couldn't interpret it, but when the tapes were brought back, that translates? ? Them.
Okay,
What
so me, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good planning.
I remember what that meant.
Remember what you were going to do 2 weeks ago, Dave?
I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. So, you know.
In any case, I do believe it was. I think were you the end of the first round or the beginning of the next round?
I think I was yeah, I don't remember. It could be.
Oh wait,
either.
we had a turn order thing on here.
I deleted it because I didn't think I needed it anymore.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, Tom, Bigger Jerk. I don't think we used that at all.
No, this was from the previous session. I think we went clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah, we went clockwise from the stream.
Time.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because we were rotating it off like one every time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might have been last then.
Yeah. I'm bringing the rules up again. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do the that migration thing I'd been talking about. And, you know, we're probably not following the rules of Microscope exactly correct, but the idea I had, and I'm just going to say this because that's what I want to do, was basically like a scene in which the alien force or the nomads, whatever they were, they are not understood by like our side's exploration, right? Whoever takes like, you know, the captain or the first mate or the, you know, chief transport officer or whatever, they're trying to talk to these people and it's not working for some reason. And then, right, something happens and like the communication is knocked out or the ship is blown up, right? Or for some reason, you know, like our planetary defense people are just like, no, we're not doing it. We got to get out of here. We don't trust them. They could be threatening us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Ish.
What is the question we are trying to answer with this scene?
I believe, and you know, like if it doesn't work, if we don't agree, let's work on it and change it. But I believe the scene is why were they fleeing, right? Why were they moving? Why were they going, right? What was chasing them? Some sort of like what drove them to migration.
Okay. Did we format this earlier in the document? Okay. So, scene.
I'm still very excited about these hyper emotes. Hyper cheese and also the hex go burr are definitely my favorites.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, that's pretty great.
Hex go burr.
I love that meme.
Yeah, the goes burr meme is pretty on point. I've yet to see it fail me.
I'm not enlightened to the burr.
You're not enlightened to the burr meme?
No.
Yo, if you're in chat, drop your best burr meme because we gotta.
I need to learn.
Yeah, we gotta catch Amanda up right quick.
The barbarian in one of my D&D games has his macro set up on Roll20 for when he swings with his axe. If he gets a nat 20 or something on it, or if it engages the Great Weapon Master or something on his, and there's some sort of effect he gets where it's like, if that happens, there's an additional little bit of text that's like, I got a critical hit, so Great Weapon Master feet goes burr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Ghost Ghost Owl Studios. That's a cool name. How are you? Give me that burp.
Is that a Night Vale reference?
I don't think so.
There's some sort of. I think the Night Vale one is Owl Records.
Oh, that's
Night
right.
Owl Records.
You said that in Zweihander, what, yesterday, 2 days ago, that you had changed your name, and then I totally forgot. Look at me go. How are you? Okay, so does everyone agree that we can go off of that scene? Do we need to define it a little more?
So, single sentence, what is the scene?
It was why are the nomads migrating? Which they're not called the nomads.
That's a question.
Right, but like,
sure.
who are we in this scene, and where is it taking place?
Well,
basically,
I don't tell you who you are. You guys pick.
Well, yeah. So let's. I'm trying to follow the same format that we did for the first scene.
Sure.
So, like for the first scene, I had seen a ZYDO scientist has a moment of eureka. Question: how was this discovered? Set the stage. A bunch of scientists have come together at a coffee shop to talk about their discoveries, and then we get to characters.
Gotcha.
So
this is on the scene from our spaceships. You know, like if it's a discovery ship, if it's an exploration, I don't care, right? It's a ship from our side of the gate, right? And it's in like, you know, either the main comms room or like the actual like, you know, front deck kind of thing. And there is an open channel to the Nomad, except we're finding out that it's not working.
All right.
So to keep
So
it
like contact is attempted?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this to keep it at like the tech level? Do we want it to have it be, instead of like the comms, is it like a guy waving flags, or like a light shutter?
Yes, I did forget about that. So it's like only. Are we good with radios? Like just radio waves? Because I didn't want it to be visual.
Yeah, I like radios. Like radios are a nice sort of in between space tech wise, and also they make me think of Silent Hill, which I don't have any issues with.
Tom, are you good with radio waves?
I mean, this is I'm sort of fine with it because this is very late in our timeline. So I think it's plausible to me that they would have radios at this point.
Yeah. It's like eventually we're going to settle on where we're playing in this world, and I think it's very much in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Top left guy's new. Ian's played with us a couple times.
What we've been talking about is probably somewhere around the interstellar highway being established or shortly thereafter. Makes the most sense for us, but...
Right. Okay. Cool. So we got the scene, got the setup, and now we pick characters?
Yes.
Okay. Do I go first or do I go last?
I think you go last. Let me look at it really quick. Choose
it
character.
goes in like reverse order with the lens being last or something like that.
Sure.
If I'm remembering. I'm scrolling through my book.
Yeah, each player picks a character to play in the scene. The person to the right of the player making the scene picks first, then continue around to the right. The player making the scene picks last. All required characters must be played, so if you're one of the last two players to pick, you may be... Oh, so we didn't do that with the first scene, require and ban characters. I don't know if there's any particular characters you want to make sure are in it or are not in the scene. Otherwise, we can just sort of riff on whatever.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I'm trying to ban.
Okay. So who do we start with then? If you're last, I guess it'd be either Dan or Tom.
Yeah, we'll go clockwise. We'll do Dan.
Oh boy, I'll just be the clueless radio communications operator who really doesn't even know how to operate the machinery, but
just hitting it with
says
a wrench.
Things. Yeah, just says things when he has observations.
Okay.
All right. Oh, do we want to have that fancy name generator open so that
Yeah.
Oh, has anyone used that since I sent it around?
I haven't had a reason to, but I would like to keep using it. Can you post that in the chat again?
Yeah, it's the best name generator that has ever been invented.
Can you also put the link in the doc?
Yeah, I forgot the name of the doc though.
I can post the link
Is it the gate?
It's Microscope
No,
session
it's-
notes. I can copy the link again.
Session notes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably pin them both.
I don't know
I
where we wrote this, but
I entered
Should
idiot names. This is really good.
I don't know. I don't know where
should
this goes, so no one yell at me.
Should I put this in
Thank
the
you.
Discord chat or Facebook chat or?
No, Discord's probably good. Blonde hair, perfectly round head. Oh, Tristan. Yeah, Tristan normally plays with us in this game. That is an interesting description. I am going to remember that. Blonde hair and perfectly round head. Because I was like, ponytail guy. We don't have a ponytail guy. I was like, I don't have my top knot anymore. Dana Lay's hair has been short for a while.
The man's not even here to defend himself.
Blonde hair, perfectly round head. Legend.
Oh, good
Yeah,
God.
What is
Tristan
this?
is awesome,
You can
but
pick mushy names.
Tristan is not actually real. I don't know what he is, but he's not real.
Where did you post the link to the name generator?
It's in Twitch chat.
Twitch chat.
Twitch chat and also our doc.
Good God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tristan is a great player.
I will be named Shyle. Schyl.
Ooh.
All right.
Last name, a buff.
Get out.
I like how there's a category here just for bad names.
Yeah, I used that to
There
name
is.
super mutants in my Fallout game I played, which gave me such legends as Grumble Meat and Head. Until
I'm
that.
a fan of Lurs, which is just LRRS.
Head. Yeah. Head was very good. Head and Grumble Meat, they both had speeder bike, or not speeder bikes, but just like motorcycles. And they were watching the party like slowly explore this like abandoned science center. And yeah, right, yeah, you can just get a name by like okay, so he's making a Shia LaBeouf fun. Yeah, look at that, you're costing us viewers.
They're still here
Cool.
for now.
Allegedly.
He was a good
So Amanda, are you going with Lurs for your character's name?
Lurs.
Oh. Yeah, let's go with that. That's fun.
All right. And who is your character?
Oh gosh, sorry, my computer's being a little slow.
It's all
I
good.
was trying to load to see what is already in here. Can I be random onlooker? I'll play Daniel's character this time.
Maybe
So
like
you're-
the security guard who has no clue what is actually happening.
Yeah,
inside.
it's like I'm just there because they told me to be there. And there's like
Yes.
nothing around, and we're not fighting anybody, but
I feel like
I'm
the,
there.
the sense that I was getting was that we were basically like the bridge crew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is an episode of Star Trek. We're the bridge crew.
You're Sulu and Chekhov.
Yeah, okay. That works with what I was thinking because I'm going to play. Am I next?
Ian is next.
Yeah, I believe I'm next. I'm gonna go with this name because it looks cool. I guess I would pronounce it Varake.
Ooh.
And I'll be. I don't want to be the captain, but I'm thinking like you know how like they have their night shift on bridges usually, and there's someone who like takes the.
Oh, you're like the XO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, you're
And
Data
so-
to Picard.
Yeah. So I'm like the dude who's just sort of there on watch. Like it's like the night shift, and so they're not expecting anything, and then this starts happening. It's like oh crap! I was
Somebody
not
wake
expecting
up.
actual responsibility.
Somebody get the captain!
Oh, he's on another opium bender.
Which is not even weird, like for this setting.
Yeah,
Like, fuck yeah,
for
he
this
is.
setting.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, you
All right,
die
so-
once.
2 nights in a row with opium.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
if I have my way, we're gonna have opium every night. All right, Tom, let's do it.
I'm Jador. I think I am the wharf. I am the weapons officer or the gunnery officer, and I'm the one who's like, we should destroy them.
Hmm.
Shoot first,
Awesome.
ask questions later.
Yeah, I'm like, we should destroy them and take samples.
That's actually a really good Worf voice, by
They may
the
be
way.
attempting to
Yeah.
lure us into a trap, and they have no honor. They're
Okay.
cowards.
So now hold on, remind me something here. Are there like any specific requirements for this scene? Because I assumed someone was going to jump on being the Nomads, and I was going to be the Shadow and the Warp, which is actually going to like finally snuff their ship out and be like
So-
because I can be like a force or like time, right?
I suppose.
There's a specific rule for being like the ticking clock
Okay.
in
So
a
this-
scene.
This I think is where like the require and ban characters thing comes into play.
Yeah.
Because like similarly with my scene, I was expecting someone to leap on to, oh, I'm gonna be the scientist who discovers whatever, and then nobody did.
Yeah, okay.
And so I was like, I guess that makes me that person.
Sure. Yeah, and that's like I really want to be the ticking clock, but if I think we might actually need someone to be the aliens, the Nomads, which means it's
All right.
me, I think.
I can be the Nomads.
No, that's okay. I don't mind you being the Wharf.
No, too late. I'm a space
My
whale.
character is very non-essential.
Mm-hmm. So you want to do the alien or the Nomads too?
I am comfortable doing that if Tom would like to play his character.
No, I have some ideas for the Nomads. Did you have any ideas for the Nomads, Dave?
Fuck no. I just was gonna make y'all do this. I mean that would be bad design for this game. I was just like, here's a thing that's really cool. The only premise I wrote was like, they didn't understand them in the moment, but when someone found the ship logs, they could understand it perfectly, and no one knew why. Right? No one knew why they weren't responding in the moment. That was the whole premise.
Okay.
Wait, are we at the point where we're getting the transmissions, or we're interpreting them in the ship log now?
I wanted to do it in the moment.
Okay, that was my mindset as well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I wanted to make sure I was thinking the right time.
Yep. No, you're
Okay.
good.
So who's the nomads in this scene?
I'll be the Nomads.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to be the ticking clock, which is definitely a thing. I'm just trying to find the scene. Let's see. Making scenes. Choose characters. Reveal thoughts. Set the stage. Option. Playing time as a character. Instead of playing a normal character, one player in a scene can choose to play time. A special type of character. Time represents forces or groups of people who are pushing the situation to some conclusion, for good or ill. So at some point, I'm just going to be like, and they're gone. Right? They're destroyed. They're snuffed out.
Okay.
And I can... I mean, do all of you have the book open or no?
I do.
I've-
Okay, then I'm not gonna...
I could have the book open.
Yeah, I'm not gonna snip it then. I'm just gonna... But for chat's sake, if they want to read it... well,
Yeah,
it didn't let me type
currently.
everything, but...
Okay.
Right, so I'm specifically saying I am the shadow and the warp that is going to destroy ships.
Okay.
One of Time's jobs is to put pressure on the scene. If the scene's going too slow, it's up to Time to step in and push for resolution, which may force others to hurry up and answer the questions. A little bit like being a GM in the traditional sense. You can nudge the players if they aren't getting anywhere, but if they're rolling, you should sit back and let things unfold. Yeah. All right, I'm good with this.
Okay.
So then we have to reveal thoughts.
Reveal thoughts.
All right. So the nomad ships. Ship is maybe a strong word. So there are, I'm going to say about 24 of what are essentially like tugboat craft. And those craft are basically, I'm torn between having them be space whales or something else. But for lack of a better thing, I'm going to say that they are some sort of big, like gas bag jellyfish creatures.
Ooh.
Huge. And you can like they're translucent. You can see inside of them, and inside of them you see like a city of these sort of cephalopoid creatures, like very distinctly like big circular buildings that have been sort of grown out of its internal organs, and pods of very different sloshing colors of liquid, as these huge things, are sort of trundling along through space. But these are the conveyance. They're carrying the real prize, which are two, like, a little bit smaller than, like, I think I'm imagining them as being like Ceres size, but like serious planetoid size objects. They are captured stellar plasma inside of these huge crystalline metal balls. And each of them has like a half dozen or so of these mega cephalopod bio creatures, bio tugboats, dragging them along. This is like basically an entire civilization on the move, and they've packed up everything.
I'm about it.
Including as much stellar mass as they could snag.
I'm about it.
And they are headed. In your mind, where were they headed, like, in relation to everything?
Nothing. Just they're going.
All right,
We saw them bisecting, right? We were going this way, gates behind us, adventures in front of us, and they were just passing by.
Yeah, they're going towards the gate.
Oh, okay.
They're making a beeline for it.
Ooh. Well, now we understand why Worf is trying to get him to blow up.
Yeah, I think we're probably way out, though. I kind of want us to be like way. Are we close to the gate, or are we like way out?
I don't think we've specified.
All right. I just, because we're at a time period where we've done a lot of building up around the far side of the gate. I want this to be like way out on the periphery.
Sure.
So like, but what they are moving, their heading is such that they are heading towards the gate.
Okay.
Sure.
So those are the thoughts of the nomads.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? Should that be me? Go back and counterclockwise.
Yeah. Can you hear that fan?
No, that was a noise I was making.
That was very smart ass.
So my character is literally just thinking like, this is supposed to be the easy shift. There wasn't supposed to be anything weird happening. Why is it? What's going on?
I mean, yeah, I get it. I think that all the time when things go wrong at work.
Easy shift.
Easy shift, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know when those come around.
Right, I'm looking for one. Okay.
Okay.
Got
So next.
2 more. I don't know if I as time reveal thoughts. I can. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't know either. Amanda, you would be next.
So, similar to Ian's attitude in this situation, I'm like, I've never had to do anything before. They've always just paid me to stand here. Like the biggest thing that happens is like some rando space creature comes in our direction, and I'm not even the one that takes care of that.
I love that we've created the most ill-equipped group of people to deal with this situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it goes badly. That's just that's why it went poorly.
Yeah. Dan, what is your character thinking?
He's thinking this is like he's going to turn this into the most important thing that he's ever done. He's going to use a lot of big words, and I will try my best to actually use big words to make himself sound way more important than he is.
Nice. Classic. I know that move.
This is
He's like,
time to shine.
if I weren't on a spaceship, I'm surprised they haven't kicked me out into the vacuum yet.
Right?
Okay.
Your resume to get onto the ship was a little bit more impressive.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
Just used a lot of technical terms and don't know how to do any of the things.
Once again, it's my everyday at work.
So yeah, unless there's anything for the concept of time to reveal, which I don't know if that's.
I don't think I do. It feels kind of weird,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I will say that as time, right, as this the shadow behind the warp, shadow within the warp, like it is not just like I am not like a faulty spark plug in the gaseous engine of this civilization, right? Like I am something that actually exists. I am the reason that these nomads are moving, or one of the reasons.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best way to do it. All right, and then I think we fire this off. I don't know. Let's see. Right, I'm gotta try it. Player making the scene can choose to say who is present when the scene starts. Players can have characters enter the scene whenever they want. Yeah, I mean, so Danla, are you cool with kicking this off, just in the sense that like you're either asking for a communication or you're asking for information about the ship, and then we'll play it from there?
Yeah, I was, unless you wanted me to go with that, I was going to basically start it off just with the incoming comms, basically, and reporting it.
Okay, yeah, that's
and
completely
like
fine.
just alerting the night captain, basically.
Right.
Cool. And does he have a name? XO? Is that his name?
Varake.
That's a position.
Varake. Oh, okay. All right. Varake, we've got a Sigma 171914 Alpha coming up on the frontal lobe comms display here. You might want to take a look at this, sir.
Which one was that again? Was that the supernova one? No, that doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't be a supernova right now. What? Can you say it simply, officer, please?
There's a message coming in, sir.
A message.
Yes, like I said, it's xenomorphic. Dilution monocross. It's coming through. I don't know how to say it any more simply.
Oh, okay. We'll put it through. Okay, let's hear it.
And then as soon as you put it through, it's just like horrid noise.
Okay, maybe turn the volume down. Something.
Producing decibel count 214.
Thank you. Where's it coming from? Where? Can you trace it?
Lurs pops into the
270
room
degrees
that
northwest.
Sheila's in. Like, what was that? Like, God, you're not supposed to turn your radios on that loud.
Wait, where did you say it was?
Message friend.
I'm not sure it's coming. Wait, is that coming from the other side of the gate?
It's coming from 270 north, 14 south, up in the northern hemisphere.
Okay.
Orbital view.
Can you clear up the signal at all? It seems like it's a little muffled or.
Negative, sir. I've been trying everything.
Yeah,
as clear as it gets.
I want to jump in right there as your ship is rocked extremely hard, not by something hitting it, but something big enough moving very close and very fast, right? So like you hit like the wake of the wave, right?
Ooh.
And just we would all, throw ourselves wildly, right? And the camera would shake the other
Holding onto
direction. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so someone get the captain. This is a little out of my pay grade, I'm going to admit. I wasn't expecting something like this right now. Officer...
the captain doesn't, like... It's... he's indisposed right now. Like, this is all you.
This is a little different than... I know that when he's doing his thing, he doesn't want to be disturbed, but something is clearly going on here, and it doesn't sound like it's getting better.
Correct. Third contact coming in fast.
Danger.
Okay,
is there like a screen or something?
No, just a lot of buttons
our-
and dials.
Yeah, we're in some sort of hybrid Victorian spacecraft, so...
There's like...
I'll engage subsonic frequencies and see if I can tune it in any faster.
Okay, yeah, it's...
I just look out the window on our little ship thing, like it's like this thing just like off in the distance.
Yeah, that's what I said. 270 north, 17 south,
I
in the
think-
northern hemisphere.
Yes, we heard you the first 2 times.
If I'm imagining the scene correctly, and I'm tuned in with Dave, I think what happens next is there's a moment where the nomads, they leak a little bit of plasma out of the star mass they're carrying with them in like a tight beam because they're firing at something. They fire off a salvo of some sort of directed energy weapon at something.
Sure.
So their systems seem to be active.
Yeah.
Where is this freaking out? It's like they're fine. Like they're obviously not pointing in any sort of direction at us. They're actually like way off away from us. But I'm freaking out. Like they're shooting at us. Like
Let's not get any conclusions. There's no reason to think that they did say something about danger. That might. I think I heard something about danger.
Danger.
Maybe we should set a course for the opposite direction. Can we do that, helmsman? Someone. Maybe I think we need to pull back and regroup to reconsider the complicated aspects of this situation. Let's get the hell out of here, please.
Sir,
So
I just did
beautiful.
comms.
Yeah, that's so beautiful, right? Like what happened is you fled. You just left them out there. That's good.
we regrouped and
You are regrouping to
assessed
reconsider
the
the situation.
situation.
Dilate the iris. Dilate the iris.
Yeah, none of that is getting through. I don't know if we can help them at all. So, at the risk of leaving them behind, I think we need to consider our own safety, and we need to start getting out of here.
They could be hostiles, or there could be hostiles after them.
That's very true. Helm, set a course for just that way, please.
Away.
Away.
Sir, did you want me to record any of this?
Yes. I hope you've been recording it. Get the wax cylinder going, and we'll get all this down.
Meanwhile, a Kardashev 0.7 civilization is in a fight for its life, and you're like, fire up the wax cylinders!
Oh no, that's so good though, right? Like if I was like fleshing this out a little bit afterward, I think something I would do is like, because the planetary defense, your side of the gate is like extremely nervous and is trying to like back off, right? And I can totally envision this like, we're not going to attack you, but we are setting some space proximity mines to make sure you don't attack us, right? But then for some reason it like messes with like the nomads systems and just leaves them stranded. Like that would be such like perfect irony, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, we're still firing away at whatever's approaching.
Sure.
Whatever danger is imminent.
Yeah, and I think like, to kind of play along with the narrative then, either because I don't know if there's more of these things or just one really big one, but I think it's probably taken like a chomp out of the back of one of your ships. Like whatever is at the end of the convoy that is like least defended has now been right. Like it's just gone. It's not broken in half. It's not exploded. And as the our planetary defense force here is kind of like backing off, like this seems bad. Like a ship just vanishes out of nowhere.
Yeah, the space whales are coming untethered from each other, the big gas bags, and they're just sort of beelining off in different directions.
Okay, so
The
is that you
fleet
guys
is-
scattering?
Kinda, yeah. The fleet is losing its coherence, and I think there's only one of the big stellar masses left. The other one they tried to fire as a weapon. They attempted unsuccessfully to like burn up whatever was happening with it, but it didn't work.
Yeah. So what's the reaction to that on the crew? Because basically, like, two things are happening. There's still lasers and salvos going everywhere, and then one of the ships vanishes, and the rest of them all split.
Yeah, if every...
So,
You go ahead.
I was going to say, Lura's immediate reaction is like, they're firing on themselves. They just destroyed their own ship. Because it's like, a lot is happening all at once. You're not sure what's really going on, and then they're shooting things, and then a ship disappears.
Right, it looks crazy. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no organization there.
Drake is just like freaking out and trying not to show it. And he's just like, all right, full speed to the nearest base. We're getting out of here. We're covering our own asses. We'll figure this out at some point in the future. And hopefully we'll be able to help whoever's left afterwards. Right? Right. Okay, let's go.
Report and inform.
Exactly.
Nice.
I think at some point you fly past like the tumbling carcass of one of these, and again, like each one of these big gas bag creatures is like many times the size of your own ship, and it's just like decompressing explosively, like it's just like, and there's big plumes of fire coming out of it, and just millions of creatures are freezing in space, and it's venting all sorts of weird radioactive, boiling, colorful liquids every direction. It's a fucking nightmare horror show.
I like to imagine that it comes through the comms, and I think it sounds like singing.
Oh.
Yeah, just like
It sounds beautiful, sir.
Sir, they're singing.
Turn it off.
Radio silence
Turn it off.
from the far sector. Okay. Well, end recording.
dilate the iris.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Like eating the planetary defense ship is like small potatoes as compared to these nomads. I don't know that we 100% answered our question, which was why are those beyond the gate migrating?
Got to dilate the iris.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think we kind of get the sense that there's
Did you
just
not-
some imminent danger, like eating them, though. So we know that there's a threat that is pursuing them.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I still think it was a cool scene. I might not have asked the right question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they got to dilate the iris. Come on.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
No.
They said many times, very explicitly. Did you not? They brought those stellar masses. Like, do you know? I mean, you saw them, right?
I did see them.
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
Bringing back that second edition. You got it. All right. Cool.
All right. I will be right back if we are done with that scene.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it was an interesting scene. It's about what I was looking for out of it.
All right.
So you
So what now?
said, yeah, you said that was, what did we decide? That was the end of the second round? Or that was the end of the first round?
I think that was the end of the first, because who was the lens in that round?
It was
I
you.
have to-
Oh, it was me.
Yeah,
Right,
it was you. So yeah,
You do the last. You were the last focus for that lens, right?
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
then we pass a new lens and creates a new focus.
yep.
Okay. Cool. Tom, I think that should have been you in the initial order. I just moved myself to the side to put Long Boy on top today. And
Gotcha.
since Danele isn't, here right now, if you have a thought.
Okay. So I'm gonna choose the topic, and then everyone's going to do a thing, and then I'll do one last. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
That's about
Yes.
correct. Okay. I want to do. Oh, what to do? What to do? What to do? I want to do. How about? So what can a focus be? Just remind me.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up myself. Picking the focus. Focus can be anything: a person, a place, a thing, an institution, an event, a period, a concept, anything you want. The lens can use something that already came up in play or make up something new on the spot. If you're making something new, you'll usually declare the focus, then make a period, event, or scene to show what you're talking about. Example, the focus is going to be the sinking of the Gabriel Dora. It's a luxury liner that goes down mysteriously. So first I'm making a new event where the ship sinks in the North Atlantic with no known survivors.
Okay. I'm gonna do. My focus is going to be the guilds.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's a good one.
I think. But I don't do the first thing though. I do the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Right.
get to potentially
I think you
choose
do-
2 things though.
Yeah, I think you do two. I think you do one now and you can do one at the end.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're doing the making history part now.
Gotcha. Sorry, I need to pull the book up.
No, you're good.
Oh no, I can do that.
It's a new event. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add an event.
Okay.
It's gonna be in this War of the All Dragon period.
Space
Nice.
in space.
So we just know that there are guilds, and I think we had a vague sense that they have like different themes, a la Ravnica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me think. All right. I'm gonna use a place. I don't have a name for these guys, but I'm just gonna call them. I'm putting them in as Bioengineers Guild in brackets, with the idea being that they'd get a proper name eventually.
Sure.
Yeah.
But they deploy bio 3 against dragons. Parentheses without success. Many colonies destroyed. Actually, no. You know what? Sorry. I don't like that.
Okay.
I'm going to replace that with something else. Armorers.
What are you calling them?
I'm just calling them Armorers Guild for now. Eventually, they will have a name. Deploys new munitions against dragons. Sets the atmosphere of a planet on fire.
Ah.
Yeah.
And obviously, that is a sobering moment for everybody when we discover not only is the universe full of dangers that we couldn't have contended with, but up until this point, technological progress has pretty much uniformly been like a thing that makes people really inspired and optimistic and hopeful. But here's this really, in the midst of already a really bleak period, we discover that like there's this horrible reminder. It's like, oh, our prowess and our technological ability, not only maybe it won't save us, but also it's going to get us into even worse trouble than we thought. Like it's this terrifying catastrophe where our weapons finally outstrip our ability to really arguably control them, or they seem poised to do so at least. Yeah. That is my event.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get a glass of water, and I'll be right back.
I know. I am also getting thirsty. And you were the one doing all the crazy humming and whirring, and so. Okay, cool.
Tom's go burp.
So Tom should go to Danla. I should be skipped. I'll move myself around, so I stop being in the way.
Oh, I mean, I thought you were effectively just another player in this, and it would go in turn order here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over here before. And we just keep missing people. So it's like I would have given myself another turn earlier than I should have.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I don't know that the layout is perfect, but it's very close to what we had before.
Got it.
Yeah. So it'll slide to you next. Having the option to create a scene, a period, an epic.
And what is the focus right now? Is just the guilds.
The guilds,
yes.
Yeah, which is good. It's pretty generic. It's a lot to work with.
Okay. We've already kind of established the ZYDO Institute as like the main like
The weird
magic
sciencey
imbued
people.
technology guild.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could have a one that reaches up to Rise and take them over.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm not awake, as it turns out.
I would say somewhere in the interstellar highway is established. You have a guild, and we'll call them like the Merchants Guild, effectively, yes, or the Mercantile Guild, with a better name to come. As the interstellar highway is established, they begin trading for the first time goods from one side of the gate to the other, and start the import of valuable goods through the opposite side of the gate.
Okay.
We finally got those good nutmeg plantations going. Finally.
Yeah, and I imagine that they are very like not quite steampunky in their appearance, but like very old tech kind of style, like more machinery than magic imbued, but not like in a super techy way. It's like very, just iron and steam, and everything is very crude.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta,
Like they have fire furnaces and everything that power most of their machines, not as much magic.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so this is an event then?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So, would you say this is a light or dark event?
I'd say it's light because I feel like this is where the economy, the intergate economy, really starts kicking into force.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies if you did state it. What kind of items does the Mercantile Guild kind of deal with?
I mean, I would say that they probably deal a lot in, based on the like crude construction of a lot of their ships. They transport a lot of like heavy steel and primarily like building materials and things like that.
Okay.
They definitely are not purveyors of fine art by any means.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about exports from beyond the gate, we're talking about like strip mining and bare moons and asteroids and things like that.
Yeah, I would say they're discovering new materials from beyond the gate and bringing them back through the other side.
Mm-hmm.
that are maybe like stronger or have different properties that have never been worked with before.
Okay.
I am to believe we're enjoying the scenes, right? Even though we're struggling with them a little.
Yeah.
Like by and large, people
Yeah.
are cool with it. Okay.
I think
I think we're a lot more quiet or somber sounding just because it's a lot of thinking.
yeah. And I think this game is designed to be a lot less precious than we all are being about these details and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's
I
so
just wanted to make
counterintuitive
sure.
to the way my brain works.
I just want to make sure I wasn't gonna jam us into another scene, and people are like, "Dave, we're gonna die. We're dying out here, man."
No.
The scene
just
parts are really fun. It's just a lot of thinking and building.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot of questions and staring and
Yeah.
making
Also,
sure we're all understanding.
Frankly, people have to be more comfortable being like the main character of the scene.
Hmm.
I think we all want to play like characters in the peanut gallery,
That don't
but
hurt things.
but people need to be like in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I think we need to be really brutal about like having like, and the requirement is someone has to play the captain or whatever.
Gordlax, the exsanguinator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, Amanda, that's on you.
So I don't know how to word it, but I like the idea of pre-space travel. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it falls under space travel or like in the We Thought We Were Alone, but like Mercantile Guild used to be like a lot of kind of all-encompassing of building materials, but also like the finer kind of materials, because it's like a very sciencey, renaissance-y kind of society thing we have going on before space travel.
Mhm.
And then there is a split from like that guild kind of splits because you have the mercantile one, like Danwell's talking about, where it's more just like materials, space travel, like the going, and it kind of splits off away from the I don't know what to call it.
Do you see this as an event, or is this like a whole period of like, you know, these proto guilds?
I think it's an event.
Okay.
Like it's either early in the space travel one where like the guild is like, oh, we can make some serious money,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to art is nice to look at.
Sure.
Okay, so ZYDO largely funds space travel initiatives. I feel like it would probably go after that.
Okay.
Because people break off of this particular, like, whoever's head honchoing the Mercantile Guild is like, well, I can make money, so I'm going to go off and do my own thing.
Okay.
It's like it fractures or whatever.
So, I'm trying to figure out. So the initial guild is one that is all about just the building materials of everything, regardless of where they go, and then the sort of splinter is one of them goes more into. Stop me if I'm not getting this correctly.
It's almost like the Artisans Guild or something versus the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amanda's
Maybe
just,
they were all kind of one, but they kind of appreciated different aspects.
What were you going to say, Dave?
Amanda's just backfilling in like the quest for pure color.
Yeah.
We've been
I gotta have meaning here.
Yeah, we've been looking for unobtainium for generations.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like there's an artisans or kind of sundries kind of thing, and then it splinters off into Yeah, mercantile.
What's the other one? I literally just put building guild there because I wasn't sure.
I like the word sundries, but I don't know if it kind of fits the thing of it. But I like it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I feel like we'll come up with names for all of them.
Yeah, and
mercantile is like Dan Law's description down there. It's all about travel, building, the continuing moving further into space. And sundries is not concerned with that side of it.
would you say this is a light or dark moment? I'm like, me personally, I'm cool with it being a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah, so it's like there's good and bad here, right? Because like it's light for both of them for doing their own thing, but it's not light because it's a fracturing, which isn't always necessarily a bad thing, but like it, yeah.
I feel like it could be a light event, like that it finally happening is good, but there's a lot of dark leading up to it. That could be maybe like smaller events within or scenes within.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe it was not a
like inner guild
split.
turmoil and stuff, and it being split is ultimately the good.
Yeah, there was a lot of like inner guild war or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now keep in mind, I like the idea that like this is the moment where you go from like the guild to lots of guilds. Like this is the precedent by which other guilds will exist. But we sort of managed to trundle along as like a sort of alliance of guilds until the very end of the space travel period.
Yeah.
And they do like break apart. So this is like the beginning of a long process of disintegration.
Right. It's this slow squabbling.
Yeah.
This posturing and taking of as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly there's 12 different space guilds.
Yeah, no, never mind. I probably have to wait for my turn to add on this kind of thought, but
does that bring it? Wait, so did we do your turn, Dan?
yeah, mine.
Yeah,
was
because you had the mercantile. So, is there anything else you had, Amanda? Oh, I guess. Okay. So it's me now.
No, I did my thing, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have two ideas for events actually, and I don't know how we want to play this. If I like tell both of them to you guys and we decide which one to use, or we just use both, or whatever. Because so here are the two thoughts I had. One was for at the end of the War of the All Dragon, like the guilds unify and defeat the All Dragon. That seems like something that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
The other event idea I had, which is the one that is more attractive to me personally, but I kind of want to have both events, is all the way at the end, during we discover the gate is expanding, like right before we know we hit a point where like we've tried a bunch of different things to see if we can slow the expansion of the gate and none of it is working. And the Guild of the Arts, like the creative arts and music and the visual arts people. Yeah, the interpretive dance people, the writers, their academy or whatever puts on a concert of sorts, showcasing all of the finest creations that our civilizations have created, as a way to celebrate as a way to celebrate our world before it gets consumed, because we don't know what's going to happen to all this after the world
It's
is
the
consumed by
musicians playing the song as the Titanic goes down.
basically. But it's like poets reading off their finest poems, musicians playing their finest pieces of music, artists displaying their best works of art. Some of them have to do with the situation at hand. Some of them have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Someone gets up there and does like a deaf poetry.
Yeah, that's a really fun idea.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna put that one in then. So yeah, and I do see that as a moment of light. So the Arts Guild puts on a final exhibition for the finest works of art.
Are you doing that as a scene, or are you just seeing that as an event?
I'm seeing that as an event.
Okay, you're really making me want to change what I was gonna do into because like I desperately want to be like the dooming naysayer, the man with the cardboard sign on the front that literally says the end is nigh, spitting in people's faces and screaming about the end times. Like,
I mean, you probably happening at the same time.
Right, you can slam poetry all you want, man. Like, he seems like fun.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, Oliver, you just reminded me. We didn't play the fucking theme for the show tonight. What the heck? Right?
Everyone's stop whatever nonsense you're doing.
Right? We need to listen to the best song ever written.
Hardly.
It's good. It's fucking good. But what the heck is it called? Because I swear I'm just gonna accidentally play Danalays again. Not that I do like yours too, but
it should just be the Gate main theme.
Not ready yet.
2505. You came at the right time. Do you want to hear some cool music, my friend? If you're listening on stream,
do.
You're gonna hear it. Everybody ready? Wait, it's not working. Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna actually play. Oh wait, there it is. Everybody hear that?
There it is.
Open your mind.
Chad Kroger's finest work.
Get out of here, you.
For anyone else?
Yeah, sorry. I just
That's
can't.
all right.
I can't believe we forgot. Ian made that as a theme for the gate. So as we continue to improve our setup here, that's going to play at the beginning of every episode, and then.
And soon I will have it up for download on my Bandcamp. I will make sure to make announcements about that on Twitter.
We should make a little montage of like the character art too, to go with that when the thing plays.
Well, somebody said their wife would be interested in doing makeup for us for a photo shoot.
Christ.
That's true.
Dude,
yes.
I still think that's like the best idea. It's just like to get a rowboat, put it in the middle of a grassy field, everybody climbs into it.
Everybody gets into it. Tom stands like George Washington pointing across the Delaware.
Yeah, we're holding a flag and it says the gate.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool. Okay, sorry.
Can we get this printed as a flag?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. We could. So here is my because I did, in fairness, steal this art, right? It is stolen, but also it's like kind of nothing. And I took pains to artfully distance it from what it once was, and file the serial numbers off.
There's a percentage that once you change it a percentage amount,
exactly,
it's a totally new thing.
Right. It is a corona of orange and red. And also, if you look very carefully, you will see an unblinking eye.
I thought we determined that it was a melting egg on a pan, right?
Oh my god, is that actually an eye in there?
Yeah. Like, once you
It's
finally see
sideways though, right?
it.
Yes, it's my eye.
Is it
So
yours?
like I thought that
Yeah.
was just some like weird
Oh.
shadowing.
Nope, it's
I
my
didn't
eye. It's my
know it
eyeball.
was a thing.
I move it every game, and I also hide other eyes in different places.
Oh, jeez.
That's nice. There's just gonna be a giant, like the gate is a giant eyeball monster. It's a
Yeah.
beholder of the universe.
Yeah. Okay, so is that me now to do my thing?
Yes, I believe it is you.
Okay, so I really liked Ian's thing. It was super cool, but I am going to stick to my guns because I've been sitting on these guys for a little while, although I didn't write enough of them down. I'm really disappointed. So I was really like trying to work on, okay, we talked about not going through the gate and stealing resources, right? And like putting other people to work. Also, brutally honest, thank you for following the Electric Dice podcast and them, Dave. I apologize. That happened right as I was getting the video loaded up, but I appreciate you. So I had this idea for cool fungoid mushroom things that like basically ride asteroids and hollow them out, right? They're like what are those weird creatures in the original Star Trek that like find like pure veins of ore, right?
Oh,
And then Kirk like ends up fixing them with like a salve of borax or whatever.
oh, jeez.
Do you remember that scene though?
I'm
I have-
vaguely remembering it.
I have a vague memory of this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my thought was like, here are these really, really long-lived mushroom creatures that just want empty rocks to live in. They never stop growing, right? They get bigger and bigger as time goes on, and like they don't give a crap about this very pure ore, but they've discovered that other people want to buy it and get it out of their areas. Like they will come and they will show up and take all of the junk that otherwise they were just pushing out of the rock anyways. So it's just kind of we created this like mutually beneficial agreement, right? And then sometimes these strangers that like to take the rocks away also point them in the direction of other flying asteroids. So I really like the idea of like these weird, very innocent, very naive mushroom men that just hang out on ships for a while, just trying to get to other asteroids to like live or eat.
Okay.
And I think what the heck was the because I had a scene I wanted to do with it, because like to tie it back into the guild, I think it was either like them establishing some sort of like compact with somebody, or like some big trade deal where like somebody was like, okay, you're gonna go find us all of this platinum that we're gonna use for this some such construction. But are we jiving with this idea of weird mushroom?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I'm all about weird
Yeah.
fungus people.
Mm-hmm.
would the event be like under the interstellar highway is established, or you're thinking earlier, or?
No, that's actually probably perfect.
Are
That's
they
probably a
on
good
our
way.
side of the game?
It is part of that whole epoch of like the taming of the West.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. That works really well to be like, and all your people are gonna help us because we know where some big rocks are, and they were like eagerly all nodding, and we're like, fucking fantastic. Thanks for the help. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Okay, so we'll do a scene in like the interstellar highway is established. So it's like we're having a conversation with like the king mushroom or whatever, right? Getting all of his subjects or whatever to like help out with this massive construction project. But I guess what would the question be, right?
So seeing I picked up like bits and pieces of that as you were saying because I was typing something else. The
Sure.
scene is King Mushroom Man calls on people to something.
Yeah, I think the question has to be like, what did our side of the gate promise to like the mushroom kind for help with the interstellar highway, right? Like
Well, all right.
And I think I'm going to have to require like the head construction foreman, right? Some representative of a guild, like a constructions guild, right, or a transportation guild, and at the very least the king mushroom, right? I think we need those three.
Okay. Repeat that again. Sorry.
The foreman of the interstellar highway construction, right? Like the architect. The head of either like the guild consortium or guild consortium or transfer like head of transportation, one of the two, right? Somebody who can speak on either trades or the purpose of the interstellar highway, and then the king mushroom, which probably shouldn't be a king, but you know, like the eldest mushroom.
The most oldest of fungus.
Right.
He's got his little like half his family hasn't budded appropriately, so let's go and put little heads on him and stuff.
He's the fungus among us.
Okay.
And I will pick last again.
Okay. So does that mean who picks first then?
I think we'll make Tom do it again.
Okay.
All right. So who am I picking, first or last?
First.
First? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You really you come to me now asking what I'm going to pick, and you've already said that someone needs to play the Mushroom King.
Yes, that is true.
And you think to ask me you have to ask me if I want to play the Mushroom King?
Yes, dude, that's a hard one. You're the one. The whole question resides on you. Yeah, I like it. All right, so Tom, you're the king mushroom.
I am the King Mushroom.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Oh, if you don't think I'm gonna talk like that the whole time, you're dead fucking wrong.
All right, Danla, who do you want to be?
Geez, I don't know. I guess I could be the foreman of construction.
Okay. Yeah, you did a really good job with big numbers a minute ago. It's right up your alley.
I don't know exactly what you envision, like, the foreman of construction's role in this scene, though, being.
He just knows all the facts and figures.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so set the stage again. The conversation they're having is the mushroom people are like, hey, we have this resource that we can provide to you. What can you provide to us?
Pretty much, yeah. So you're in an asteroid that has long since been hollowed out.
Okay.
And the assembled guilds are here to try and get all of the right. They need the help. They need the resources. So they're trying to figure out how to incentivize eternal mushroom people.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the question. Like, what did our gate promise the mushroom kind for their help?
Mm-hmm.
What did they promise the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah.
All right. Amanda, who do you want to be?
There's only one more required character, so.
Yeah, and I'm debating on if I want to do required or think up a different one.
Yeah, you can think of a different one if you want.
Can I be one of the Mushroom King's escort? Like, you guys get too close, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fungal guard.
The fungal guard. So I could pick the last required character, or I could force Dave to play that character.
You could.
Because I feel like I've played several central characters in these scenes so far, and I kind of want to play, like, I don't know how Dan's going to play the foreman, but I kind of want to play one of the workers. Like, hey, you can't be promising that stuff unless you're raising our pay or something like that.
Right. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh,
All right.
you're the foreman. Well, I guess there's already a foreman.
He's the head union guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom, I was like, oh, he must be getting comfy, and I was like, nope, he's just getting into character.
He's just getting into character. He is a mushroom.
King.
He's turned all the lights off. He's doused himself in water.
Oh, jeez. I'm excited.
There's gonna be a lot of like, oh, you're not allowed to look him in the eyes. Like, that's disrespectful.
So Ian, what did you pick?
So yeah, I'm gonna be one of the workers. I'm gonna be the head union guy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to be, because you are the architect, right, Danlo? You're the actual foreman.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
think so.
am going to be the guild consortium guy, and I am just going to like continuously add weird contingencies. Like, okay, well, according to the charter from okay, this can only be done in a blood compact. That's how it works when we're dealing with new alien species. Mushroom Man, do you have any blood? Like, I'm just gonna be mad weird about it. Just make horse shit up.
So now we do the thing where it's like their thoughts or whatever before we jump in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we reveal thoughts.
Oh yeah.
I am king.
That's just odd.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all we need.
My people are long-lived,
functionally immortal.
Yeah, functionally immortal beings who basically whose physical needs are entirely met.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So
it's my riff on orcs and dwarves, right? Just like
like our physical needs are essentially entirely met fairly easily. Mm-hmm. So what we want is novelty.
Are
not
so good.
Yeah.
Does the Mushroom King like wear like a lot of trinkets?
Oh yeah,
or what?
Trinkets? Yeah, he's definitely got just like he's got just like a book stapled to his head. He's just got like weird bits of bric-a-brac and trash. Like he's got an astrolabe sticking out of his stomach. He's got muskets for feet. You know,
he's like the hoarder lady from Labyrinth.
He's just like absorbed all sorts of weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, this is neat, and he just carries it around. He's got a dog's head sticking out of his chest, like the Thing.
I imagine him somewhat like Tamatoa from Moana.
Yes, not wrong.
There you go.
Covered in things that included.
Okay, who else is up?
Dan, what is your character thinking?
I think he's very much of the mindset, like, you know, he can build it, but it's not going to be cheap. So he needs the ore from these mushroom people in order to do it. Like, otherwise, like, you know, he can lead you there, but you have to give me the goods.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you know, we just can't afford to make this kind of progress.
All right, Amanda.
So we're like kind of eternal beings, but some of us get to be a little bit more eternal than others. And I kind of imagine that like I'm like X generation of the fungal guard. And I wanted to throw a joke in there about my spore fathers, like forefathers. I don't know how to like word it, but you laugh still, so it did its job. But like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like. They've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like they've gone back to join the Spongy Collective. So like I'm like X generation, and my spore fathers like th
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the spongy. Wait, are the spongy collective like our nemesis?
No, the
It's
Spongy
heaven.
Collective is like the mushy pile of
Okay.
fungal people that are a little too old or broken to really do anything.
They're
So that's where they go live.
Gotcha.
Pour water on them.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I imagine there's a book about some degenerate society called the Mossmen Chronicles.
Yo,
but
aside, have you ever
I'm like-
fucking read that book?
Which one?
No.
The Mothman
No.
Chronicles.
I have not.
I
Are
don't
they
wanna
good?
in front of your kid, but like, fuck.
He can't hear you.
It's some deranged shit.
But yeah, like it's my time to shine. I'm not gonna end up like them before me. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna be good.
Hell yeah.
All right, Ian.
Which means I'm gonna be a little over the top, I think, in guarding my fungal king.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's going to be over the top.
Yeah, my guy is just thinking of the bottom line. Look, we'll do whatever as long as we get fair pay, good conditions, and you don't try to screw us over.
They're just breathing in spores.
Right, and exactly opposite to that, as you know, like the sniveling lawyer that somehow got this position for all of the trade commune. I am desperate to screw these awful mushroom men over. I'm going to take them for everything they've got. If I can take their house, I'm going to. What I expect to happen...
No, you leave her house.
Yeah, what I expect to happen is that I will be successful. That I can... That they are too foolish to understand my legalese ways, and I will trap them in some sort of political and legal gambit. Or gamut. Whichever. Okay, I think we've revealed thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. What were the actual rules for starting it up? We're not ready to play the scene. Player making the scene can choose to say who is present when the scene starts. Yeah, I think everybody is present when we start. Truthfully, I know it's not terribly. It kind of just puts it all back on us, but I don't think anyone's showing up. I guess I could show up late if that helps. If y'all
Opens up to a scene where we're all in asteroid.
Yeah, actually,
We've initially tried to give too much, and you come in, and you're like, no, we can't.
Yeah, I actually really like that. I actually like the idea that I was the one late because I was trying to make sure I had like all of my crazy documentation ready, right? So I'm like, I walk in. Hold on, I need a name because this guy's definitely gonna come up again. I have his last name. I just saw it. So his name is Lilam Lovedrip.
I love it.
Yeah, Lilam Lovedrip.
The Mushroom King is displeased.
So Lilam Lovedrip comes in like his best, 3-piece suit right off the rack with the tag still sticking on it, right? He's got a briefcase that's like overflowing with documents, and when he sets it down, he like slams it on the ground, and then like a bunch of little collapsible legs come out, but one of them gets stuck, and he like smacks it a couple times. He's like, "Nah, no." Is everyone here? Do we have everyone? Yeah. Hello. Mushroom? Are you awake?
I am the Mushroom King.
You will address him as the Mushroom King.
Yes, Mushroom King. Mushroom King present. Got it. Yes, Mushroom King. Do we have our commissar of what are you doing? Architect? Foreman? What are you?
Yeah, sir, we've been waiting for you here for hours.
Very, very sorry. Very sorry. The transport was late. Dealing with space trade is really a complicated study. You understand. Your name, sir. This is for history. You understand.
Yeah, sure. Steshrod Navir.
Shestrad?
Steshrod.
Steshrod. All right. Navir?
Navir.
Navir.
You heard me?
Navir. Yes, of course I did. Very exciting. And he
No
just...
far. Now wherever you are. That is a joke. A mushroom joke.
You will laugh at the Mushroom King.
Yeah.
Get the
Oh,
fuck out of
shit.
here. And he sort of like turns and looks at the Union guy, and he's like, what the fuck are you supposed to be?
Caswip Colkin, at your service. Here to make sure no funny business happens.
Something Culkin? Yes, got it. Yes.
Wait,
Caswip. Kazuip.
if your intention was to prevent comedy, you have already failed, as I have told. A joke.
Sorry, you're insulting him. Laugh at his joke.
You will laugh at the Mushroom.
Yes. I think my character's just a giant head.
just nothing but a head.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now you need to understand this is a very complicated procedure, okay? In accordance with Space Texas's rulings from the early part of the 19th century, legally, we are all allowed to vote as we are in space. That being said, there are some junior members present here.
Question.
I will be throwing
Nope.
those votes out.
The Mushroom King has a question.
Yes, of course, Mushroom King, yes.
Who is everyone?
Well, I don't really know how many you comprise, so I'm just going to count you as one vote.
I don't know how many. How many are you?
I am one as well, but technically, I am not a governing body in this situation. I am just merely a compact to ensure that the papers are drafted correctly. Do you have laws where you come from, Mushroom King?
Yes, the law of Mushroom King. You mentioned a draft. I assure you, there are no open windows here. We are in space. We would die.
From what I understand about space, it's really just sort of a low background sucking. It's not actually very dangerous, but you've been out here longer than I have. Very well. Navir, you represent, one of the interested parties here. Name your price. I need this in writing.
Well, the price, we just need, price to cover materials, sir.
And to cover the workers.
I'd say,
yes.
At the time.
Well, you pipe down back there. You know we build it, then we can pay you, but we got to build it first.
I know. Just making sure we're getting what's coming to us.
Now, I estimate about 70 million five uranium will about cover the cost of materials, but a lot of that's going to have to come right from you guys here, Mr. Mushroom King, sir. We, imports through the gate, they ain't nothing cheap. We're going to have to, use some of this ore from your asteroid here. That's the only way we're going to be able to build the mining ports.
These seems largely inedible. They're of little value to us. And you'll remove them.
Wow, absolutely.
The inedible seams? You mean to remove them?
That's what I need.
What wonderful.
Is that a general? Is that a term all of your people will understand? An inedible seam?
Yes.
Okay, I'm entering that into the contract. Make sure you reference that later.
Yes.
Union Mail, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Caswip. Caswip. Yes, very good.
Sorry.
Very good. Yes. Any stipulations that we need entered into here before the Mushroom King kills us all?
Look, all I'm going to ask is we get safe equipment, safe passage to and from the asteroid.
Safe.
Those are the main things.
Safe.
And of course.
Wait. Question.
Yes.
What is safe?
Safe. Like, you don't get hurt. You don't get you guys have a concept of pain, right? Of damage.
Well, yes, sometimes, yes, but not.
Sometimes.
Space is dangerous. I can't guarantee. Space is very dangerous. I'm given to understand.
Yeah, it is, and I want to make sure that none of our workers come under any harm when we're doing this job to get rid of these inedible seeds you were talking
Can't
about.
you just grow new workers?
It takes
I
a
mean-
while, Mushroom King. It takes a while.
Yeah, and we care about the workers we have. We don't consider them very expendable. We want to make sure that everyone
No,
Is
not expendable, but they'll grow back.
again, I don't know how quickly your people grow, but it takes a little bit longer for ours to reach an age where they'd be soon. It would be a while after we hope to be done with this whole situation, I think.
That
King.
seems wasteful.
King, how many are there like many kingdoms of the mushroom?
No, I am the Mushroom Kings.
Interesting.
Only the
Kings.
Mushroom King.
There are many Mushroom Kings, and I am they.
Oh, you comprise many beings.
Yes. Well, no. I am the Mushroom Kings.
Yes, I understand. Do you have a name beyond Mushroom King? Philip, perhaps?
I have many smells.
You will not speak his smells. You will call him the Mushroom King.
I wasn't ready for that.
Look, I think we better just call him the Mushroom King.
Yes.
Yeah.
My smell would eradicate you. The feeble endoskeletals.
Now, Mushroom King, I understand that you chase
It's shameful.
the asteroids, right? You follow them.
Yes.
Okay. So if we were able to provide you, say 300, geosynchronous, orbits, targets, would your people would be able to get there and take care of all this for us, right? You're able to move and transport yourselves?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. We can work with that.
Yes.
Yes.
We vent smells. For propulsion.
I don't imagine your people have blood, do they?
No. Well, no.
Okay.
Well, no.
Okay. Typically, we would seal a first contact trade agreement. It was something a little more
Wait.
substantial. But
Agreement. We have another request.
and he narrows his eyes.
We require one other thing. I want someone to remain behind and join with our collective, that we might know more about the endoskeletals with whom we speak.
Okay, so now when you say join with your collective, can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes, we will remove your non-brain portions and add them to the sponge pile.
Your Highness, I don't think you understand how the endoskeletals operate. We need many of our vital organs,
Lovedrip
much like a spaceport.
has begun walking away and is just pointing at the Union guy.
Look, I'm sure we can find, and like the Union guy is just not seeing it because you're walking away. Like, I'm sure we can find someone if that's a necessary thing. If there's a lot of people who are into some weird stuff, I'm sure we can find. Is that an absolute?
Boxman! No, I'm pointing at Lawyer Man.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I have backed away.
Sneshra is also backing away, and he's like, "Oh, well,
Boxman.
These guys."
Yes, Mushroom King.
Left man,
Yes.
part of the agreement. Right man, part of the agreement. You, as you said before, not only here to observe, yes?
No, I comprise a very distinct and separate legal entity that is impossible to remove, Mushroom King.
Right, separate. So, therefore, if I make you part of the collective, then I have not violated the terms of the agreement as they've been laid out to be.
That's true. I mean, we laid out the terms that all of our people need to be kept safe, and you're not part of our people, really.
Really, as an outsider, neutral, you would be perfect for this purpose.
Right,
Oh,
and,
that would be amenable. You need us to build the ports to
The
build the
mushroom
passage.
king demands it.
right, and he starts looking.
Card, like we just kind of come up behind you
Right, yeah,
from the hallway. Yeah,
and
you will join us. The Mushroom King demands it.
he's like, yes, take the box. Yes, the box. The box is the one you need. And I definitely try and run.
No, I think it's like a hole opens up beneath you. Just like you walk on a membrane, it just goes boop, and you just. Phew.
On the switch pile.
Man.
If you allow me a clincher for the end of the scene, because it feels like it's the end of the scene, I just lean over to the architect and go like nudge him and just go like, lawyers, right?
Tell me about it. Well, we'll see you in a couple of parsecs.
The Mushroom King is pleased. Go in peace. May your forefathers watch over you.
Just got
Thank you.
fucking God.
Yes.
Players just turned on me here. They ate me. They turned me into a mushroom being. Boy.
And you were planning on so many things for that character in the team.
Right, Dave?
What's that?
It's like your guy needed a name, right, Dave?
I mean, he had one. Now he's, I mean,
Now he's part of the collective.
right, here's the thing. Like, now he is eternal. Like, he can literally show up at the end of time and just be like the stuffy mushroom lawyer.
Yeah, you can be the mushroom emissary forever.
That's so good. Came in thinking he was gonna fucking play everybody. Literally got played.
That's friggin' awesome.
Listen,
I love that.
if I can't take over them, then I'm infringing on their free will and their ability to negotiate. Like, there's so many reasons why I can't take over any of the other people, but
That
you,
was
Contracted
very
to work.
funny.
you're not a part of all this.
That was very funny.
Tom, you're brilliant.
I don't know who's Tom. Who's Tom? I don't know who.
I am only the Mushroom
Oh
King.
no, he's gone too deep.
I imagine we get to work tomorrow and he has declared himself the Mushroom King.
Right,
Oh
like
my
he's gonna have piled 6 or 7 desks on top of each other and like rerouted the water fountain just that it's spritzing him every now and then.
We will have nothing but mushroom law.
Just have a slime put the stowaway tape to his head.
Many powerful smells.
Uh,
Smells so powerful they would melt your bones.
Do you have any other names? I have many smells.
Not the rest of your body.
oh
Yeah.
wow, that
I'm sorry, but there's no smell for the Mushroom King, so I'm just translating as best I can. Because I'm so magnanimous.
I love that. That absolutely took on a life of its own.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Jesus Christ.
So I think it's just Tom now that has
Yeah, he can take another scene.
yeah, you get something to add to the since you're still the lens and the focus is still the guilds.
I just gotta
Focus
grab a
still
water.
guilds.
Yeah, this is the last one for the guilds.
Let me see. Interstellar Highway. Observed migrate. Let's fill out some more on observed migration.
Okay.
I'm gonna think a little bit. Let me see. Xenobiologist. The Xenobiology Guild.
Yes. That was the other one I wanted to do.
Tries to reverse engineer squid ships to disastrous results.
Is this an event?
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Or actually, no. Xenobiology Guild translates the initial message. There we go. Warning of the dangers of the gate. This, I think the idea being that this is the first inkling that the gate might actually be like an existential danger to space. You know.
Yeah, looking at the timeline as a whole, that makes sense.
the first inkling. This is probably towards the end of the observed migration period. Is like after whatever happens. The guys in the Xenobiology Guild are like, hey fellas, you know that Kardashev tier 0.8, 0.7 civilization? Seems like they were really worried about this gate thing, and they were trying to go destroy it. I think that was maybe what they wanted to do. We might not end up having that be true, but they were definitely going to the gate to do something to it.
Right.
Because they were really worried about something about dilating the iris. All right, yeah, that's my event.
Nice.
And I also need to get a glass of water, so I'll be back.
Right.
Cool. That moves us on to Danla, I believe, for setting the lens and focus.
Cool. Well, I am 100% going to set the focus on the War of the All Dragon as like the overall period.
Mhm.
And as my main, my first thing that I want to contribute to that is there is a sect of people from our side of the gate, like who recognize the All Dragon, the appearance of the All Dragon as, the appearance of like some form of god, basically. It's the largest being that's ever been observed, and they recognize it as their god. So this small sect of, like religious warriors effectively forms, and they are the Dragoons, and they fight on the side of the All Dragon, basically in preservation of the space creatures. So the Dragoons are like, I don't know if I would say zealots necessarily, but they take on the tactics that like are very aerial in nature, and swiping and diving at their opponents.
Right.
Yeah.
So they see the dragon as a god and form this sect to defend people, you said?
Yeah, to defend the dragons and other like the large, basically the space game trade that's been happening or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Where did we put that?
It's on page 2. This document is 7 pages now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it is, but we had said that, like, Dave, I think you put it, that like hunting big game in space is like a pretty big activity.
Yeah, that wasn't me
So
that said it, but I really liked it.
Oh, okay. So these warriors would be kind of fighting against that guild or whatever they are in this war.
Right.
Okay.
And that's it for me for now.
So that sounds like it would be light.
Yeah.
So we're going clockwise to Amanda.
That's me. So focus is All Dragon.
Yeah, the War of the All Dragon.
So we have largest drake ever spotted under War of the All Dragon. I would think in space travel there'd be a point of like first visuals of space dragons as an entity in the deeper reaches of the space closer to the gate.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I figure it will probably be like one of the last things in space travel before it transitions over to.
Okay.
But I would trust your writing wording. I would say it's probably a dark time because it's a fearful time.
So essentially, the event is space drakes are discovered / spotted.
Yeah,
Right.
because in lining up with our journey to the gate, we've gone into the further reaches of our space, and they like live around the gate, like not on the gate, but like closer to the gate than closer to us.
Okay. I'm going to put that after Moon Society. But does it make more sense to have it a little bit earlier than the last few things, or does it make sense to have it after at the end of space
It
travel?
has to be after this first ship goes through.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and I definitely think after the Guild General Charter dissolving.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
I think there can probably still be other things in there.
Look at all that bad stuff happening.
To be for space.
But it's definitely like deeper space travel.
Yeah.
Right. Who's up next?
That is me. So I guess I could actually do my event from before, since it connects to the War of the All Dragon as well. Like the guilds unify to defeat the All Dragon.
Yeah.
Look at that. You love it when
Full
it
Came
tables.
back around.
Right? You love it when it tables.
That was a wormhole straight through the session.
Yeah, I don't know if I have much more to mind than that.
Does that put it on me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I've been doing something that is very much not related.
It's all good.
Okay, so we decided that we were doing something based on the what? Catch me up. I've been very distracted. What's that?
Space dragons.
Space
Or
dragons. That's right.
Dragons.
So we have dragoons. We have the largest dragon ever seen. We have the first sighting of the original dragon.
Yeah, the current focus is the War of the All Dragon.
Okay, and then we have cults popping up, if I remember correctly. I think then. I mean, I don't want to be the only guy who's ever doing scenes here.
No, but if you have ideas for them, then yeah, we can go for them.
Yeah, because most of mine are like, I have ideas for events, but not really a good sense of how to turn it into a scene, despite enjoying doing the scenes.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull up my thing. I apologize for misbehaving during the game. So we've got War of the Allspark, armors, new munitions, sets the atmosphere of a planet on fire, age of technological terror dawns. ZYDO secretly works to summon the All Dragon. Yeah, we're definitely doing that one. We're definitely doing that. We're summoning the All Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, we're summoning the All Dragon. So this is a scene.
Nice.
We are. Where I need help on where though. Are we at like some part of the astral highway, right? That like keeps getting destroyed. We haven't been able to build it, right? Because like bad accidents keep happening. Are we at like the dragon graveyard, right? We've like shot down 17 dragons, but they always like drag themselves away, right? And we finally hit one with a tracking device and figured out like, okay, they're all going to this weird sector of space. Like, where the fuck did we find these things?
Yeah, I kind of imagined it as like there's almost this Bermuda Triangle like nebula of space where ships get lost all the time, and what maybe when they're first observed, it's around the time of one going missing, and we kind of discovered that one was consumed by one of the dragons.
One of the ships was, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like the graveyard of old dragons, right? After tracking like a vessel that was damaged and carried away by the dragons, but not consumed.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I like that. I think I'm gonna steal Exegol from Star Wars because I actually thought it was a really cool planet with like being knocked off its like gravitational axis and like being weird and like some eye of terror, right? Like that part was really cool. The rest of it, not as much. So we're definitely on like this hidden sphincter of a planet that no one can seem to escape from. I think the only banned character is I don't think I want anyone to be the dragon. I think the dragon does not. It's too incomprehensible.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything that's necessarily required.
What is the question for this scene?
I think the question is, it is not whether you can summon it, it's whether you can control it or put it down, right? Do not call up what you can't put down. So I think it's did the ZYDO Institute control the Dragon? What was it?
The All Dragon.
The All Dragon, yeah. Do we feel like that is an accurate question?
Yeah. There's definitely some point in the scene we're gonna have to make a strong decision one way or the other. I think.
Yeah.
All right. So characters. Nobody can be the dragon.
No one can be the dragon.
Who's the first person who gets to choose character?
Let's go with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll go Ian, Amanda, Danla, Tom, me.
I am definitely going to be the summoner. I'm going to be the like magic user guy who has the know-how to actually do the thing and at this point it's still like theoretical even according to the ZYDO Institute scientists, but I know that I've cracked the code, and so all I'm waiting for is the word to do it.
Also, that was why I was distracted for a little while, so I apologize.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, sorry. Had to work fast. Had to strike while inspiration was hot.
That's good.
Wait, what did I miss? Oh, okay. I have many spells.
Not a lot of options when you Google search mushroom font. So.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. Tom, that's okay, right?
That's perfect.
Okay.
I am the Mushroom King after all.
Yeah, I mean, you did do that. All right, cool. All right, so we have a summoner. Amanda, what do you want to be? Or who or what? Someone can be time, right? If you're like, the sphincter is opening. Probably not the thing you want to do, but Exegol is tilting. The lightning spurs are going to, zap.
Zap. So this is ZYDO summoning the dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Ian's playing the summoner, so like this isn't the technology we have, I don't think, because of the kind of things we've already stated. But like I imagine it's like you have like the head person behind like the 3 feet of glass looking into the area where all like the radiation and the summoning and stuff is happening. Like
Sure.
the
That
head
makes sense.
person's
Yeah,
not
you're
the
like,
summoner.
right, you're here to make sure he does his thing or you shoot him.
Yeah, like this. Yeah,
So you're like the head of operations.
yeah.
Okay. Damla?
Have an idea, but I'm totally okay with this being naysayed. But I kind of want to play a spy within the ZYDO
Oh, fuck
Institute.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like of the Dragoons, basically, who's infiltrated and maybe tries to. He's learned of this plan and is trying to sabotage it as it's happening.
Dude, that's awesome.
What?
Don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but
Yeah.
Oh, the
No,
spy.
that-
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no,
spy
it's
is
like-
the spy is very inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting better at this game. I don't know if you guys
Well,
have noticed.
The stakes of this scene are quite high compared to some of the other stuff we've done.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, go ahead because then I'm last.
I'm technically with ZYDO, but I am nursing a secret grudge because my home colony was destroyed by space dragons, and I've nursed in my heart of hearts the seed of vengeance. So I've brought one of those. I have had covertly installed somewhere one of the. I don't know if I've brought. I've brought some sort of weapon in the hopes that I might be able to do something to this huge ass space dragon.
Sure. Okay. Keeping with the way I have brought fuckery up on us before now. Hold on, I just had a name and then I lost it. Oh, I am a gelatinous cylinder. My name is Moopy Face. I am essentially oh fuck, I immediately forgot their name. Stealing more things from Star Wars. What were the weird little people that took care of Arctis Tor or whatever? Like they swept the grounds and they stacked the stones and they're like the collectors, the keepers, the right.
Oh, the
guard
fish nuns.
guardians.
The fish nuns. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm like a weird guardian. I make sure that the dragons are decomposing properly and that people don't do bad things here, basically. And I'm going to be like extremely passive aggressive the whole time that you are summoning this dragon and being like, I told you not to do it. Yeah, my name is Moopy Face.
Gotcha. It's a nomenclature of your culture.
Yeah. Let's see if this will. Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
It won't stay though. Maybe that one.
There you go.
That's a little better. Yeah. I'll just have to hold it like this.
Is that from like a gelatinous cube mini?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll just hold it like this the rest of this scene.
It's where you got to get like filter attachments now.
Yeah, I do.
To fit all the situations.
Right? I got to use this photography degree. It's not going to use itself. All right.
Smart.
All
I'm going to
right.
let you guys start this one because I really drove that last one right up until you killed me.
Okay.
I
so we gotta do thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, reveal our thoughts. My thoughts are I await the glory of the All Dragon. I'm eager to see the glory of the All Dragon. To behold the glory of the All Dragon.
Okay.
Amanda?
So this wasn't my chosen assignment. This is more like I got last picked to head this project. So it's for me it's like I don't really believe it's gonna work. Like how do you even summon a dragon?
Okay.
Ah, well, that's annoying. I'll have to mute that part. Shit, sorry.
Dan?
Yeah, so I think my character is the main operator of the reactors being used to like supply the energy used to summon the dragon, like whatever your character is using to kind of like power your summoning. I'm operating the reactor for it, and I'm going just far enough to I want the All Dragon to be summoned, but then I want the All Dragon to destroy everything here. So I would go to sabotage after the summoning.
It's actually getting very heavy.
Hey, we're not actually in the scene yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but now I'm committed to the bit.
Tom, what is your character thinking about?
Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm nursing a grudge because my home colony was destroyed by space dragons. I have a weapon with me. I'm trying to decide if it's better that it's like I'm trying to think of what would be. Part of me wanted it to be like the sort of, oxygen destroyer, right? Like the huge weapons that the Armorers Guild developed, but there's no way that I could plausibly like sneak something like that around. Like that's like a ship-fired munition. That's not like something I can carry in a briefcase.
Well, I mean, maybe you've just got a ship, nearby.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I've arranged to have a ship nearby.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rules to this,
I've arranged to have a ship nearby, and if I give a certain prearranged signal, they will destroy. They will attack the planet.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say Moopsy Face is just very, very nervous that it is going to be in a lot of trouble because strangers are on the planet not following the rules. And every now and then, the dragons come and make sure things are the way they're supposed to be, and things are not the way they're supposed to be currently. So, very insistent that everyone leave.
Are the dragons a sentient race?
I think so.
We haven't established that, but I had kind of assumed them to be.
Yeah, me too. The
Okay.
whole fantasy
I mean,
angle.
that would make sense.
All right. Shall we begin then?
Yeah.
Unless anyone has any other ideas, I'm thinking the scene starts with Amanda, your character, and we've got like, I'm just gonna go with like straight up summoning circle type thing. We've got bones arranged around for it. There's like a few big crystals surrounding the circle, just like all out.
We've clearly disturbed the area.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not doing any of the work, but you and another individual are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, what were you gonna say, Dan?
I was going to chime in and say maybe it makes sense for my character to be the one powering those crystals for you.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
in supplying them and making sure that the reactions are happening.
Yeah, and I at the beginning of the scene, I approach your character, Amanda, and I just say, Everything is in place. I await only your word, and we can begin the ceremony.
Are you sure this is like set up correctly? Like some of this looks a little sloppy over here.
Oh yes,
I'm just
of
like
course.
arbitrarily pointing.
As long as the circle remains intact, and as long as these crystals maintain their power, there should be no trouble with summoning the dragon and placing it under your control at the ZYDO Institute.
I have to insist. You got to see the place, so it's time to go.
It's just a little like I'm a little exasperated at this point, and I'm like, he needs to like somebody needs to get him out of here.
Yes, it's time for you to go. You gotta get out of here.
I imagine your character is kind of like peeking from like not over in our area, but like peeking around a rock, yelling at us.
Yeah, it's totally Rimuru from that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Okella would kind of aside to Moopy Face while carrying one of the giant crystals over to the circle, like, not now, but you and I will get out of here soon. Just need you to buy me some time.
Talking to me?
Yeah. Quietly.
Okay. Yeah, and I start scuttling towards you, but I move like, 10 feet per 6 seconds, like.
Yeah. And I think to head of operations, who is not named apparently, should say, I assure you there's nothing wrong with the circle. The crystals are perfectly aligned. They need to be in this orientation for the reaction to work.
Yes, of course.
I kind of like wave like, all right, I will not pretend to understand. And if you feel it is ready and you feel you can summon it and place it under my control, well, why haven't you started?
Let us begin then. All dragon, we call to you. We call upon your great power in these cosmos to grace us with your presence, to serve us in your grandeur, and to lead us to a greater tomorrow. We call upon you! And like he does some sort of gesture that makes like some like lightning bolt crash and stuff starts flashing. We call to you! We call to you!
Right, and I don't want to interrupt your thing, but I definitely, and like every time you finish saying something, I'm like, hope you're having a good sleep. It's okay. No need to come out. Like, just like very quietly in the distance. But I didn't want to interrupt your thing.
Awaken from your slumber and grant to us your gifts. Engage. And I point to Okella.
Yeah.
Yes.
She turns one of the crystals ever so slightly to place the final alignment. She says something like, okay, just let me calibrate here. One moment, and aha! We have power. The reaction, it's beginning.
Yes, I can see it. And I'm imagining, like, in this huge graveyard of dragon bones and stuff, some of them start to, like clatter and move together and start to assemble, and like there's some sort of energy coursing around them. The stars seem to brighten, and this thing is coming together. And the summoner, who I've named Zanatefy, I realized I didn't say that, is just like, yes, come to us. Let us behold your grandeur. And it's sort of pulling together.
During this ritual, my character, Slurmbio, who is a crab, way unnoticed.
It should be only a few more moments. Maintain the reaction, and everything will happen according to plan. Finally, we will know his greatness.
So, I named my person Toll. I'm a little like, not like can't believe that this is actually happening. Kind of walking forward like in awe of this moment as these bones and dirt and everything are starting to like knit themselves together and become like whole. Like, like preparing herself. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I think the crystals start to like vibrate as the summoning is nearly complete, and they're like starting to move out of place. So Okalla's scrambling around and be like, "Where is Slurmbio? I need somebody to stabilize these crystals. Toll, don't be useless. Grab one of these and turn it."
Oh, it's almost there. We almost have it. It's almost complete.
I'm definitely scuttling over to try and move anything I can reach, but I imagine
So
I have kept it at bay.
I go and like, I don't enjoy being talked to like that, but I'm like kind of trying to like push a crystal back into the spot that it vibrated away from and slapping at the jelly man.
Yeah.
And it tries to like lean on one of the crystals. I kind of imagine that the crystals start popping.
Sure.
And that is...
And,
Just from like, the intensity of the moment.
I say, no, Moopy Face. That was perfect. Hold it right there. Keep it stable.
Wait, is that because it'll make things work, or is that because it'll ruin everything like we planned?
It's here.
What are you talking about? It'll make everything work as we planned.
It's here.
Oh.
It's finally here. And I'm imagining just a huge roar in the background.
Right. So is like the flesh knitting together, or is it just bone and steel?
Oh man, I kind of like the idea of it being like bone and flesh, but like sort of not zombie. Yeah, kind of zombie-like actually, where it's sort of like it's knitting itself together, but it's not quite like it doesn't look living the way a living thing should.
Sure.
It probably doesn't have like muscle to it, so it like maybe like just flesh right on bone.
Oh yeah, super skinny.
Yeah.
All right, so as the dragon is appearing, suddenly a bunch of flares go off, just like signaling flares. They look like just like big fireworks, essentially. These big, bright, burning magnesium flares just start firing off all over the place.
No.
And then you see Dermbio is on top of a skull or a rocky promontory, and he says, to the last I grapple with thee. From hell's heart I stab at thee.
Oh.
You can see the ships swooping in from orbit. Big fiery streamers as it warms up the oxygen destroyers.
No, I can feel it fine.
I spit my last breath at thee.
Yeah, and I think at that. Oh, did you have more?
No. I'm gearing up. Shit's happening.
Yeah, I think at that Okalla's like, "Moopy Face, we must go sooner than expected. Quick, swap the crystal from within your gelatinous body."
And he goes, bleh, and it comes out. And you're lucky you couldn't see that.
Rather gross, but we must go. And I just grab this ooze and start running down and like breaking the connection of the crystals.
Yeah, I'm like giggling uncomfortably just because it's ticklish.
I can feel it's my... No, come back. No. I just slowly turn towards Tall, and I just say, I don't have control of it. It's here, but I don't have control of it. And in the background, I just imagine her.
Yeah, we gotta get a good sound effect. For that
Toll at this
voiceover.
point's like, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, and like we effectively would have set off a reaction on the crystals that instead of collecting energy starts expending energy into the immediate area, like reversing the reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that unsummon the dragon, or does that just like allow him to flee, or what?
The dragon is here, so it doesn't unsummon it, but it would like the goal was to basically destroy the center of operations.
Gotcha. So it's not under anybody's control.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And then I think that's when the oxygen destroyer starts to really kick in. Like it just looks like this. At first, it looks like just this like thin red line way up in like a. I almost said chemtrail. Oh, oy vey. But like almost like a vapor trail. But then it just starts growing bigger and bigger, and it's just this little sliver of fire as like the weapons on the ship start to cause the reaction that burns the whole atmosphere down. But I think that the reveal at the end is that while we are all destroyed for many reasons, the flies off into space unharmed by the most fearsome magic and technology that our side of the gate has to offer.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I imagine that Slurmbio and Okella are both deemed war heroes, and depending on whose side you're on, they are both cited as the ones who preserve the All Dragon in that.
Yeah, and Zenatefy, I imagine just like as the crystals are like expending all their energy and breaking down, he just stumbles into the circle itself and it is vaporized.
Yeah, I was kind of curious.
Fair.
I was kind of curious, Ian, if you were going to try and sacrifice Amanda to see if you could keep like momentary control over it or something.
Oh, geez, I didn't even think of that.
Just sacrifices himself.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. I liked that.
Yeah.
I also didn't mean to undercut your seriousness, but I was like,
No,
I kind of want to be a jelly boy.
Yeah.
No, totally. And like that's what makes this a great game, is that you get that collaboration there. It's not just about one thing. If you had gone with the seriousness, that would have been cool too, but you went in another direction and it totally works.
Yeah. Nice. So
All right.
what do we got? Two more lenses minimum for Amanda and Ian?
Yeah. So yeah, we finish off all the people for the War of the All Dragon?
I think there's like one last thing that I would have.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I have to though. Do I?
I don't think you have
I think
to.
it's an optional, like you can.
I think it's just if you choose to.
I don't think I have anything particular that I want to add at this point. I'm comfortable just moving on.
Yeah. I also don't mean to rush anyone. I am going to have to bounce at 11. I'd kind of given myself a 10:30 soft cap tonight after being up super late last night.
No, yeah, same.
Okay.
What was that?
11.
11? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so we got 15 minutes. I think if we have just like periods or events, let's do it. If we have another scene, let's move it into like the actual game of the next one, or maybe we'll just do it offline if we want to get through it. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
I mean, like I feel like our setting is pretty like. Are there any time periods?
I just don't want to short Amanda or Ian, having shown up here and not getting.
No, for sure. Like, I'm down. I just want to like. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. We gotta. I know that was the. I don't know. I feel like.
We've established a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the plan was to try and get wrapped up tonight, but I'm also down to make sure everyone gets a fair shake and we can go through and hit the things we want to hit.
Yeah.
I'm more than fine skipping scenes and just sticking to events and periods and stuff.
And just the last little nooks and crannies that we might want to. Yeah.
I would like to set my focus as Doomsday Gatus.
Ooh.
Because I imagine they pop up pretty much the same time the gate becomes a part of our system, and they play at least in the background role throughout most of our time on this side of the gate. And I'll start it off with under We Thought We Were Alone Until the Gate Appeared. Doomsday Gatus began like heralding the they don't know what's gonna happen, but like this gate pops out of nowhere and they're just like, this is it, like the end is coming, like next year May 25th is the reckoning,
gate day.
and they keep changing the date every few years as time goes on.
Nice.
Okay, so that's me next then, or it sucks that we're so short on time because I kind of wish I could give you that scene, Dave, of the Doomsday is crashing the celebration of all arts at the end of time.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe we'll just have to do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no saying like, okay, so we do a game of the gate like normal, and then the next week 3 people cancel. We're like, fire up that microscope because I'm hungry for some Doomsday.
Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, I know that we were hoping to wrap up tonight, but I would be cool with calling it now if we're cool with, because we're at a point now where we can definitely, based on how we did this tonight, we can definitely finish next time. If that's something that's in your if that's cool with you, Dave, because I know that you wanted to finish up tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's more just like while Microscope is fun, we wanted to play a game, and right now we're kind of like unmoored from any guidelines and stuff. But like, I also feel like we've had fun, so it's not like it needs to necessarily.
Yeah, I feel like now that we're in this stage and we're doing scenes, it's a lot more engaging and fun and less chaotic than it was before.
I
So
feel
I'm
much
enjoying
more
it.
like I agree. I feel much more like I'm like playing a game.
Okay.
And it's cool because
Yeah.
the game changes every half hour. Like you're in a completely different setting.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if we're all cool with that, right? So like, Amanda set something up. We would have Amanda's, Ian's. I mean, potentially Tristan's or Zach's if we really wanted to give everybody the fair shake.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Also gives us more time to really like focus on how to make our characters and all of that instead of just 2 weeks that like flies by at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, don't lie to the audience. You know, you're not going to read that book in the next 2 weeks. Because I'm also not going to read that book in 2 weeks. It is nothing on you and everything to do on, you know, facts.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 2 weeks it's going to go by and nothing's going to have happened.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. Well, for those of you that hung out with us this long, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Gate. I'm sorry I clicked on something foolishly and rickrolled myself. You know, right at the start of the last scene. That was unfortunate because now I think we're going to get partially muted audio, which is something I never wanted to deal with. Hopefully it clips to just that little area. Alternatively, I'll just download the VOD and you know, just manipulate it out myself. Yeah, cool. Does anybody want to say anything? Anybody got anything they want to plug?
I'll really quick just say that like the music you heard, as we mentioned, was written by me, and I should be able to get it up on my Bandcamp for pay what you want download within like the next week or so.
Nice.
And that's going to be like, you can follow me on Twitter at IDOHERTY451, iDoherty451 for updates on that, or you can just keep an eye on my Bandcamp page, iandoherty.bandcamp.com.
Yeah. Drop a link again.
Yes.
I am Tom. I'm the Mushroom King,
That's
and I have many powerful smells.
And you what?
Many powerful smells.
Many powerful. I thought you said spells. I thought you were pivoting into the other game we did
No.
recently. No. Smells. I apologize. Dan, you been streaming any?
I have a little bit. I did my first stream of the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide randomizer. That was a lot of fun. I died many times and did not finish the first run through of it, so that was a good time. Come check it out, twitch.tv/Olhado, OLHAADO.
Yeah.
You can follow me, and my name is Amanda, at The Real Pseudopop on Instagram. Pseudo as in PSEUDO and not soda. Sometimes I post art. Maybe you'll see art for our upcoming game when we get out of Microscope. And more often than not, you see pictures of my cats, if you're into that.
And this cute little emote that you can get on my channel that she made.
Yes, I made that emote. I'm very happy with it. Look at it. It's waving at you.
I'm also a fan of cats, so we are not streaming this week, so we're just back at it on the Zweihander official for the final season of Too Fast to Fumble on Tuesday the 8th. Next week we will also be doing the very last session of Greyhawk, Curse of Greyhawk, City of Gold on the 10th, 1 week from now, and then we have a little bit of a reprieve before we fire into some new shows, so you can pay attention to this space moving forward. With that being said, we'll run our final ad for the night, and then we're going to raid Zweihander. They're playing on Grey Winter Heath, Episode 2. So if you want to hang out and watch. Well, cool. Thanks, y'all. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For watching, everybody.
It was cool once. Like, I think we definitely found a rhythm with it now that we got more into the actual gameplay part of the game.
Right. No, it's true.
And we've got a whole, like, you keep talking about how you don't know if we're playing Microscope right, but we're establishing a whole world and its timeline, and I think that's the goal of the game, and we've got tons of material to draw from here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And because we all built it together, it'll be that much easier for us to recall it when we're playing our characters in the main game, instead of it being like, can I make a history check to see if I remember this bit? It's like, oh, I remember this from such and such thing.
Right. No, I agree. It definitely, there's that buy-in, which is super cool.
Yeah. And if nothing else, it gave us the Mushroom King, which I think we can all agree is...
The Mushroom King is definitely the best among us.
Earth's greatest living hero.
It's very, very inspired, Tom.
In that it's literally the basest form of comedy.
Yeah.
Just like do a silly voice and make funny faces. It's
You delivered on it. Oh shit. Keep the long boys from the gate. Yo, what up, J5?
Heck yeah.
You made it just in time. We're running an ad and then raiding, but thanks for stopping by. Oops.
Good to have you.
All right. Slam those long boys. You been streaming tonight? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The timing was terrible. All right, we're all ready. We're ready for the raid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna fire it off. Thanks so much for hanging out, J5. Thanks for sneaking it in right at the wire.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember, the Mushroom King loves you.
The Mushroom King loves you. He has to. He has no concept of hatred.
No concept of hatred.
All right, we're
I love that they're these immortal beings that just like they don't even really care. It's not like vampires.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you want to give me that power.
I mean, I've already done it. It if they asked if it was possible, it is already done.
Do not adjust your television. I have control now. I control the horizontal and the vertical.
That's amazing.